these windows have been bare for a while. They do have the full shades, but I really wanted to put some window covers under there, or over them, excuse me, for the winter. I had bought this material, and I took one of these blankets. There's two of them, and they're just throws, but they're a lightweight product. They're very colorful. Let me grab this one out. And so it's really pretty. It's got wonderful, beautiful patterns on it. I wanted something nice, and so what I did was I took the other one and cut it in half so that it would go the distance. I didn't measure it, but I did put the blanket there to make sure that it would go that full length. And then I used this to make sure that it would be long enough. But now I need to make sure that this is going to be, this half is going to be wide enough for this window. And so I brought it in here to measure it. I don't have a way, but what I'm going to do is take it and hold it up against the window so I can get the right length on it. And I'm going to mark it. And then I'm going to try to very carefully cut it straight. Now I was planning on sewing these a little bit, maybe slipping them over the rods. I do have other clips that can go on it that are round, and then they clip onto the material, like over there with those windows and in the bedroom. But I'm going to see what I can do with this. So I thought I'd just my mouth is dry, briefly record this and show what I am doing. For some reason, the recorder is not cooperating very well with me today. So this is the part that will go on the small window in the living area. All I did was just hold up this end toward me, and then this and just marked it with my finger, held it, and then folded it across and held it in place. I gave it just about a ½ inch wider length for that particular window. And it's nice because it's got this beautiful saying here. Let me see if I can read it. It's upside down. There are some people in life that make laugh a, well, okay, let's see if I can hold this back around here. There are some people in life that make you laugh a little louder, smile a little bigger, live just a little bit better. I love that. So that's going to go on the small window. This is going to be on the outside. So when it's closed, this is what you'll see. Now, as I recorded, there is another blanket, just a throw blanket that's like this. And it's very possible I will cut it so that there'll be a throw pillow out there that will have this on there. We'll see. For now, let me see if I can get these curtains up. It's October, and so winter is coming, and I'd like to have those windows be able to be closed off better at night to help hold the heat in a little bit better, but also look cheerful. You know, it might be summery type colors, but it's cheerful. And so get a little bit of that. Live just a little better, laugh a little. So anyway, so that's the process that I'm working on right now. And let me get to cutting. I don't have my tripod. I don't think I can record what I'm doing with this. But showing you this part of it will be good. There's a lot of people out there that can probably come up with better ways of cutting this exactly. I have a very nice pair of scissors, nice steel scissors that I will be cutting it with. So let me get to this and make sure that I am doing my best to cut this as evenly as possible. I know this isn't the way you would normally use a measuring tape. This is usually used for carpentry, which I did, but I felt that this would be the best way to be able to hold it in place, to make sure that I can mark it. And it's about 6 inches, 6 1/8 inches. So I'm going to try to get it marked so that I can get this even here at this point and be able to get it cut on that end. Very tricky. I'm not a seamstress by any means. It's not my forte. I even have the measuring tape and so on to be able to do it, but let me just go ahead and get done with this. I wish I had brought the tripod. It's all the way in the other room, but I don't think it would really be able to show too much as I'm doing this anyway, just because of this space here in the bedroom. I'm using the bed as basically my cutting board, an area that's totally flat, has a big enough space to be able to cut this. So let me get to it. So here I have it laid out and ready to cut. I did mark it on both sides with the clothespins and made sure that the center was about 6 1/8 inches. It may not be perfect, but it's as perfect as I am going to be able to do under these particular conditions. And hopefully with a little bit of sewing, it'll be able to even it out a little bit better. But this is ready to be cut. The camera is giving me some issues today. It doesn't like me. So here we are. It's all cut. Get this off of here. There we go. And now, so I can be a one-armed bandit myself. I can't do things like my daughter, of course. She's much better at these things. But anyway, there we are. And so that is going to be for the small window in the living area. It's going to be so pretty. A little bit of hem at the bottom, just a touch here on the end, very, very little. It's not going to be just like this by any means, but this is going to be back in the corner where no one will see it. So that is that side. I just folded it in half to see how close it is, and it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Again, it's not going to be like a seamstress, but it's going to look really, really pretty hanging there in the window. It's going to be bright and cheerful with that wonderful saying on it. I'm looking forward to getting it on the rods. Just need to get a couple of things touched up here. And so now I got this side, and this is for the big window. So it not only had the cut, across the touch. It says like wildflowers. And so there's a little saying on every little piece of this, as it turns out. Boy, I'll tell you, I wish I could read everything that it says. Word, treat, I don't know. Extreme, well, okay. I'm gonna figure that out, and I'll let you know what it actually says. And then on the other side, it has this great big blue heart, but that's really pretty. There's another little sling down here, which I'm going to actually have to figure out what that says too. But since this is going to be, pulled to the side, this is the center. It's going to be a little bit tricky. I might very possibly just take these sides and leave them on the ends and have the pre-sewn side go ahead on this and into the center. And I'm just going to do the best I can. I'm not a seamstress, but these are going to be so pretty hanging in that living room, giving it a little bit of color. I love flowers of all kinds, but this has got my favorite color flowers in it. These pinks and the yellows, just these nice, vibrant, hot pink colors. Just a touch of red, a little bit of blue. It's just so pretty. It's going to be lovely hanging up in the living room. So this will be continued in a couple of minutes or less for you guys. Well, the curtains are up and they did get hooked up by the clips that I was telling you about, as you can see there. And the way that I get them evenly spaced is just by taking the material, folding it in half, and then clipping it on the ends in the middle, and then just keep folding it in half until we get to the middle of all of it. So that is just a little bit of a trick. I really, truly think that these look pretty. It really does make the room. And I couldn't show anything about sewing it because I wasn't able to get it done on my own. And a friend of mine offered to do the hem work for the length on them. And she did tie them, or she did do the ends. I was planning on keeping those open, but she closed them up. That's okay. And that's why there's an extra one here. Fortunately, that was extra and it was too small to be able to cover that pillow, but it worked out just right. It just, I think, looks really, really good. And so I wanted to make sure to be able to share that with you. I'm sorry I haven't been posting very much or putting very much on. It's been challenging, but I'm going to get into that probably on Monday. But I wanted to make sure to post this completed. It is just, in my opinion, so cute. Gives just enough color and makes it feel more like a home. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. All of you take care. Thank you very much for watching. If you can, give me a thumbs up. If you like this, please subscribe. I would like to very much be able to do more to show what I am doing within my little home. But also, since I have secondary progressive multiple sclerosis, I want to show things that I can do despite having a disability, because everybody can do a little something, even with a disability. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Take care.